shadows of the past, as from a faded tapestry of time's procession, slow and vast, I step to bid you bear with me, the while your fancy I engage, to look upon another age, an age when on the human tide the plumed wave of chivalry rose to its summit, sweeping wide across a nation's mighty sea. France never shone a brighter power than in this high, romantic hour. So come with me to France of old, to fiery days when hearts beat high, when blood was young and hate was bold, and sword crossed sword to do or die. For love and honor gloried then, and friendship reached its peak with men. Friends were friends in those brave days. Athos, Porthos, Aramis, aye, graved our hearts with a mystic phrase, bound our lives with a mystic tie. Come, stir your soul with our ringing call of all for one, and one for all. Come on, come on, come on! D'Artagnan, of the King's Musketeers. Relieved of his duties at court for the day, he hurries to the home of his sweetheart, Constance Bonacieux. Constance is seamstress to the Queen and is expected at the palace, so she cannot tarry long. D'Artagnan! The battle is forming. The Cardinal's Guards. This is no private fight then, eh? The Musketeers against the Cardinal's Guard. It started before D'Artagnan was born. And what are the odds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 guards to 4, 5 to 2, 2.5 to 1? 2. He confesses that he has indeed played traitor. His Eminence breaks de Rochefort, stripping him of his authority and titles, banished from both court and country forever. 5 years have passed. France is at peace. The infant prince grows to boyhood. Cardinal Richelieu, driven hard by the responsibilities of high office, lives in semi-retirement. And a royal father educates his son in courtly etiquette. In failing health, His Eminence lives in hourly expectation of death, troubled by word that the second twin bears an identical likeness to the heir. Across the Spanish border, the prince's twin brother is reared by servants of the late cardinal. The banished de Rochefort, living nearby, holds the twin under his very eye. He bides his time. He has only to wait patiently for the proper day. Upon the death of Louis XIII, the heir to the throne, or the Dauphin as he was called, became France's King Louis XIV. Both he and his twin had grown to manhood. The brothers are alike as 2 peas in a pod. Have passed and more since Richelieu bent his iron will to break the bonds that held us four. But Porthos, Athos, Aramis, I will ride once more. Once more we'll heed the clarion call of all for one and one for all. During the years, de Rochefort's connivings have brought the exiled twin under his control. Suffering in human life is proportioned to human strength. When the young king, stupefied and crushed, found himself led a prisoner to a cell in the Chateau Sainte-Marguerite in the south of France, he fancied at first that death is like sleep and has its dreams. He believed himself to be a spectator, a palpable phantom of his own suffering, a torture the more terrible since it might be eternal. Eternal death. How can I have died? I am a king, yet not a king, enthroned upon a funereal couch. No. No, dear God, do not punish me who have done nothing. Why am I thus punished? Like a cloak, the chill of the dungeon falls upon his shoulders. So dwells the real Louis XIV in a living hell to remain thus the rest of his portly Louis XIV. To her horror, she finds herself repulsed. Doubts. Again doubts. What strange malady besets my son? She thinks again of the other one. De Rochefort hurries to the king's apartment. Day by day, night upon night, the prisoner prays for some way to get word to D'Artagnan. A heaven-sent fisherman hoves to. D'Artagnan orders a king's loyal troop to be hurried to meet him at the Chateau Sainte-Marguerite. Couriers are to be dispatched to his old friends, the Three Musketeers, Athos, Porthos, and Aramis. To arms, Musketeers! Your king has need of you. One for all, and all for one.